What up? This your boy Roy Jones Jr. Right now you're checking out FightFan.com. Don't miss what he's about to show you about my man John Pascal. This Pascal Bute fight, this is a big fight. Both guys are great combatants. Both guys are ready. But I got a chance to work with Pascal to help him get that thing, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit different this time. So check it out.
Who've come a very long way. Jean Pascal, Lucien Bute, they're two of our favorite fighters. They're always in telegenic fights. They're always in tremendous fights. And we couldn't be more proud to be broadcasting them. And that would have been impossible without their participation, their teams, and particularly their promotional partners in Yvan Michel and Jean Bedard. They've done a tremendous job with each of these fighters to bring them to where they are today. We're incredibly excited to be here physically, not watching from home, because I know that Jean Bedard and Yvan Michel both put on tremendous shows on the untelevised portion of the undercard, so we're certainly going to be there early watching. Please set your DVRs. Our start time is 10:15. Again, I want to thank all the fighters and their teams, and Yvan Michel and Jean Bedard once again. This is a tremendous event. Glad to be there. Thank you, everyone.
Just before, Peter, your speech in French was 5 words longer than I ever heard from an HBO executive. Congratulations. The promoter for the Perez and Takam fight, he is the vice president of K2 Promotion. K2 Promotion, c'est l'organisation qui a été bâtie par les deux frères Klitschko. So the first time I met Tom Loeffler, he was the manager of Kevin Kelly, who was fighting underneath in a co-feature of Roy Jones Jr. and Eric Luca. At that time, everybody was saying that Luca was going to fall in 1 or 2 rounds. Finally, with the 12th round, Roy was not too bad. No. Well, it was stopped at the end of 11, just before, yes.
After the basketball.
Yeah, but I was there. You were sub. You play only 4 or 5 minutes.
Thank you, Yvan Michel. I won't try the French like Peter. Je parle un peu français, but not very good to speak 5 words. So we're very honored to be here in Montreal. This is our first time here with Mike Perez. We're honored to be on a show of this magnitude here in Canada with Pascal and Bute. There's not much more you need to say about that. It's tremendous resonance here in Canada and also worldwide. As Yvonne said, we've known each other for quite a long time, and that's right. We had Kevin Kelly fighting on that show, and with Eric Lucas, and it was a long time ago. But getting to this fight here, we'd also like to thank HBO. Without their help, fights like this of this magnitude wouldn't be made, and we thank Peter Nelson for his supporting Mike Perez being on this show. With that being said, we'd like to acknowledge Carlos Takam, who's from France. He has a great record, 29-1, and also Natalie Cristal, who was very instrumental in making the fight. With that, I'd like to first bring up Carlos Takam and to say a few words.
Bonjour tout le monde. Je suis vraiment très content d'être ici aujourd'hui pour cet grand événement. Et déjà, je salue M. Pascal et M. Bute et toute l'organisation de m'avoir invité à cet grand événement. Bon, pour mon match, je ne connais pas très bien Pérez. J'ai vu que quelques vidéos de lui où on me dit que c'est l'un des meilleurs poids lourds aujourd'hui. Alors je me suis dit, si c'est vraiment l'un des meilleurs poids lourds aujourd'hui, j'aimerais bien le tester pour voir ce qu'il a dans les couilles. Excuse-moi de l'expression. Donc, j'espère que samedi, on va faire un très bon match. Et je remercie tout le public d'être ici aujourd'hui. Merci.
Thank you, Carlos. So, with that, I'd like to just introduce Mike Perez. He had a great fight November 2nd. As Peter mentioned, he really made a splash on the world boxing scene. He had a great amateur career from Cuba. He was one of the standouts from Cuba, although he doesn't have the typical Cuban style. And with his trainer Abel Sanchez in Big Bear, I think you'll see a very exciting style. The fight with Magomed in Madison Square Garden, November 2nd, unfortunately, what happened as a result of the injuries that Magomed sustained. But it was one of the most exciting heavyweight fights we've had in a long time. As a result of that, Mike is dedicating this fight coming up with Carlos to Magomed. He's also donating a part of his purse to his family and to pay for some of the medical costs. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Mike Perez. He's the WBC US NBC champion, and he's undefeated, 20-0 with 12 knockouts.
Hi, thank you. I'm not very good in this, but well, I'm trying to do something. I had to thank HBO to have me back very soon. I appreciate that. I have to thank the promoters to support me in the fight. I don't know what he said because I don't speak French, but I hope he said that Saturday night, and we see you Saturday night. Thank you.
Bute.
I would like to say few words in English. Je sais que mon anglais c'est pas it's not good. I know that. I would like to thank HBO to be here. It's a privilege for me. I think for us, for me and Pascal, to show this fight. I work very hard. I had a good training camp. I'm very confident, very strong. But I know Saturday night is just one winner. It's Lucien Bute.
S'il vous plaît, please, Mr. Roy Jones Jr. Some words.
Buongiorno. Sorry, that's where it ends. There we go. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. So, first of all, I just want to clear up a few things. I understand that in Quebec, we like silence. We like people that come off a little bit lower key than how Mr. Pascal comes off. That's part of my fault because a lot of guys grew up watching me. I didn't have good sense, so I said anything, and I did anything, but I always aimed for the sky. And I think that part of it is where you get Mr. Pascal confused, because he seems to be, to some people, a show-off, but he's not. He's one of the most humble people that I've ever taught. He's one of the most humble, down-to-earth guys that I've been around as a high-class athlete. So him aiming for the sky is why we're all here now, because he and Bute both have been aiming for the sky. It's just that he's a little bit more vocal with his because he probably watched a little bit more of Roy Jones Jr. So, with that being said, I'm a guy that I love combatants, period. Anybody who's willing to fight, I love it. But for him, his aim is to be the best that he possibly can be. He wants HBO to come here more often because he wants big fights to be out of Montreal featuring guys from this area like him and Bute. And you have to take your head off for a guy who's willing to give it all up, take those chances, go out and say and do things to make people pay attention to him, whether it's bad or good, but look where it gets us now. Now you guys are all going to be on HBO. How much better can you ask? Best networking boxing. So for me, I'm very proud to be here, very proud to be a part of the event. Very glad to see two guys who are really, to me, top-notch guys as competitors get a chance to get together and fight for hometown almost supremacy. Because everybody is from here, everybody resides here now, and I guess they're saying there's not enough room for both guys to be champ, so somebody has to take over. Then there's a few other guys that they may look at down the line, but he has to speak his mind. What I did was I said, y'all must have forgot, because I want to speak my mind. He speaks his mind. He does it in a lot of different ways, but he speaks his mind. He is going to be one of the best pound-for-pound boxers ever, definitely from this place, and possibly of all times, I hope, by the time he's done. So we're looking forward to a wonderful night. I thank you all for coming. I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you for introducing me like he did, and I just love great fights. This is going to be a good one. I can't wait. Thank you.
Merci Roger. Bonjour tout le monde, merci d'être ici parmi nous. Hi to everyone. So first of all, I would love to thank my man, my friend Peter Nelson, HBO to broadcast the show, this mega fight. I would love to thank Yvon Michel. I would love to thank all my team, Mark Ramsey, Roy John Jr., Greg Leon, Andrew Heredia, Luc Vincent, my sport psychologist, Robert Chinky. They did a great job with me in Big Bear. I would love to thank you guys, the fans, because we're here because of you. We love to thank the sponsors because this event's gonna be happening because of them. They put a lot of money to make this happen, and I'm really glad that finally this fight will happen on Saturday night. Bute don't talk a lot. We all know that, but he said one thing that I was really shocked. He said that it's gonna shut me up. So we'll see if he's gonna be able to do it on Saturday night. I hope he's well prepared because I'm well prepared, and we're gonna do a great fight, an epic fight, and we're doing this for you guys. And I hope you're gonna enjoy this fight on Saturday. Bonsoir.
L'autre,